Hey guys, Daylight Dave! BAC V RR. Hey, welcome back! Hey, I got 6 engines in for servicing. That was my little project this morning. I popped all the shells off. Well, except for this one. This guy was off. But each one has a little bit of a thing going on, and I'll just kind of go over them. He's got a Soundtrax Tsunami 1 decoder, sound decoder, and he has a sugar cube speaker. And you know what I found is I don't have any room, so I had to take the darn weight off, and I hate doing that, taking the weight out, because I like full weight for pulling power. But anyways, C30-7, 2416. So he's just coming in for servicing because I'm going to solder these wires, your main power wires, which are already soldered to the decoder, but I'm going to solder them to the truck frames because one of these trucks doesn't always pick up, so it's kind of hit and miss. So that's why he's in for servicing. Next guy, he's going to get a sound decoder. It's 2866, and this is the sound decoder. I'm going to put this sound decoder in right there. U30C for the 2866. So I'm pretty sure it's a DASR NCE decoder, so I'll pop him out and redo him. So, and then options are, oh, by the way, this is a U30C and this is a U30C. Apparently there's a phase 2 and this is a phase 3. What the difference is, I really don't know, other than the interior. Well, the headlights, you know, the headlight package is a little different because you got the SP headlights on it, but they're both U30Cs. But internally, I wasn't expecting this. I could put round speakers, 2 round speakers right there, kind of like the sugar cube. So I'll try the round speakers. I think I got some extra round speakers. See how that sounds. If that doesn't sound all that great, unfortunately, like I said, I got to take the weight out and put the sugar cube here. It might fit. I'm not sure. It's going to be close. Probably be too tight to put it right up there in the nose. Okay, so sound decoder. Now this guy right here, he has pickup problems as well. 7912, one of the trucks doesn't pick up all that great. Plus I'm going to get that oval speaker out of there and put a sugar cube in the 7912. Next up, this guy's all pretty much set. Trying to think of what change I was going to make. He's got the sugar cube speaker right there. And you see, you kind of notice a little baby bump there. But if you look at it here without yanking on any wires, there is a mega bass speaker right there. And the mega bass speaker will fit in this engine. It doesn't fit on these other engines. At least I don't know how to get it in, but there's a mega bass speaker right there. And a little sugar cube, mini cube. Okay, so like I said, he's pretty good. I think I'm going to solder the wires. I think I'm just having pickup problems. I always like to solder the wires. Is that wire soldered? Solder the wires as opposed to using those crazy little clips, because those clips they don't make very good contact. But I'll check the wires, make sure they're all good, just using my little multimeter. And then I'm going to solder the wires to, same thing, to the side frames on the trucks there. Next up, this bad boy, he has an old Atlas. These are Atlas engines. Actually, you know what? These are all Atlas engines, except for this guy right here, P2K. And he needs to go in for paint, and he needs some more work. But I haven't really touched him because I'm waiting for NC to come out with their Proto 2000. They make Proto 2000 decoders, but it's really rare when they actually make them. So anyways, back up to this guy. So Atlas, and this is an old Atlas decoder, like one of the first generation Atlas decoders, where you get a little plug, you can convert it to analog DC, or it's on the DCC right now. But programming, it's pretty crummy, let's just put it that way. So he'll get a Soundtrax decoder. When they're available again, they're out of stock on that particular style, which is pretty much that guy right there. So that was my project this morning. Popped off all the shells, and as you guys know, sometimes just taking off the shell is a challenge in itself. But half of them came off pretty easy. The other half were Let's just put it this way. They had to go in for surgery just to get the darn shelves off. So that's kind of my project right now. Hey guys, I'm really not doing too much in the layout room. I got these the other day, these little barriers, and I painted them. I didn't have a bright yellow. I just had a caterpillar yellow, so I painted them caterpillar yellow. And you see them in intermodal facilities, the barriers, and they'll paint them a yellow color for higher visibility. Let's just put it that way. So, but I'm not doing much in here. I'm just only out here for like 10 minutes. Because it is just too flipping hot here, and we're just in a heat wave where it's 100 degrees, and it's going to be hot until next Tuesday here, and maybe we're going to get a little bit of cooling, but it's just like, it's just too hot. I'll come out early in the morning and do a few things, but not much else going on. I think, you know, if it cools off next week, I kind of want to play around with putting all my sound decoder engines together, because it sounds hella cool, and I'm not sure how many I have. I'm just guessing maybe 10 I've got. There's a couple in there. The WP, those are sound decoders in there. So, but yeah, you put them all together. It sounds really cool. Sounds like a big stereo system, like you go to a movie theater. It kind of sounds like that. So I was kind of messing around with them, trying to figure out how many 53-foot containers I've got. I've got a total of 6. Because I want to buy, here, I'll switch back over here. Sorry, I'm bouncing around a lot. I guess I don't have any well cars here. But I don't have any 53-foot well cars, so I've been looking for that 53-foot, that tri set where there's 3 well cars, all 53-foot. In the bottom, obviously I could put them stacked on the top, but in the bottom, so that's why I got a couple more 53-footers. What else is new? Let me look around here. Yeah, looking here at Oakland, all my old WP units. I haven't run these guys in a while, and the only ones that got sound, excuse me, the guys that are in here, they're DC, so I can't even run them on the layout. I've never put in decoders. But I might just put in non-sound, because I don't run those guys that much. But I forget I think it's these 2 have sound, and the rest of these are all non-sound, except for one of these. I forgot which one. One of these Bicentennial WP units. What else is new? That's about it, guys. The layout's kind of dead. It's just a little too warm in here, so show you the other side. And the other side, nothing's running right now. My NS unit, that needs work. Got to play with that. I don't know what's going on with him. Kind of wonder if it's a decoder. So that decoder that I'm taking out of, where the heck is it? This guy right here, this NC DASR. If that's a DASR, I'm going to swap him out. And I'm kind of wondering if it's just the darn decoder that's giving me problems ever since it took a nosedive, a 5.5-foot nosedive off the layout. But Atlas, old Bachmann Spectrum. It's dummyized. And another Atlas to match. These guys are all the same. Just less detail on this. But you ever have any old Bachmanns? I think I showed you. Man, gut them. Because they roll as good as a freight car. Like nothing else. So, yeah. I just drag them around. This guy's going to a friend. I'm just going to give him away, that RS1 Atlas engine. No decoder in him, though. But I cleaned them all up. Took them apart. Okay, guys, I'm out of layer room. It's just too hot. I'm going to go inside where the AC is and cool off. And one of these days I should put AC in the layout room, because it's got, well, it's fully insulated, including the garage doors. And I should really think about just getting AC units. It seems to get hotter all the time out here. Anyways, in the meantime, nothing else going on. So you guys take care. Appreciate all you guys. Daylight Dave, BAC V. Signing out.